Today, I want to teach you how to calculate your safe period, okay, and unsafe period. Safe period are those days you can, you know, do your knacking well without getting pregnant, without fear. Then unsafe period are those days you must knack with your senses, either with protection or you have to avoid knacking at all if you don't want to get pregnant. Okay, we are using calendar method today because we have different ways to calculate your safe period, which calendar method is one of them. We know that we have different menstrual cycle lengths. Nobody has the same menstrual cycle length with another. But on average, we have 28 days cycle length, okay, on average. So today, let's use the average one, which is 28 days first. Then we're going to use a different menstrual cycle length just to calculate. So this is the month of June. Let's assume that your first menses for the month of June come on 2nd, which is on Sunday. Okay, you saw your period on 2nd, which is Sunday, 2nd of June. Then, and you have 28 days menstrual cycle length. When will you see the next period? We want to know first how to calculate the menstrual cycle length before we talk about how to calculate your ovulation, before we talk about how to calculate your fertile period or fertile window. So now, if you've seen your first period on the 2nd of June and you have 28 days menstrual cycle length, my dear, if you want to calculate the next menstrual date for you, we say that menstrual cycle length run from the first day of your period to a day before the next period. And we have 28 days cycle length here. So we have to count out a day before 28 days. Let's do it now. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, day 11, day 12, day 13, day 14, day 15, day 16, day 17, day 18, day 19, day 20, day 21, day 22, day 23, day 24, day 25, day 26, day 27, day 28. Do you see it now? This is day 28. Do you see it? So this is day 28. If you count from here to here, this is day 28. So if you want to say your menstrual cycle length, it runs from the day of your first period to a day before the next period. So this is the next day you will see the next period. So your menstrual cycle run all the way from here to here. It stop on this day 28. A day before the next period. You're supposed to see your next period on 29th. So your cycle length will stop on a day before the next period. So all the way from here to here. So we've known that with 28 cycle length, your menstrual cycle length runs all the way from 2nd of June to 28th, which means that on 29, the next menses will continue. So the cycle length runs from this day to a day before the next period will begin. Do you get? So now with this menstrual cycle length, let's calculate your ovulation date. Ovulation date is assumed to occur 14 days before the next period. For we to calculate your ovulation date, ovulation is assumed to occur 14 days before the next period. So you take your menstrual cycle length, which is 28, take away 14, and you have what? 14. Okay? 14. Now, it means that you ovulate on the 14th day of the next cycle. Let's just calculate it now. This is your first day. You started your menses, which is day 1. You have to count out 14 days from this 2nd of June. Let's count it out, including this 2nd of June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is your ovulation date. It means that you ovulate on this day. My dear, that you ovulate on this day does not mean that you must get pregnant on this day. There is what we call fertile window, which comprise about 7 days, 5 days before your ovulation day, the day of your ovulation, and a day after. Remember, this is your ovulation date, which is 15th of June. And if you want to calculate your window, your fertile window, you have to count out 5 days before this day, and a day after, making it 7 fertile windows. Now let's calculate it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before your ovulation date, yes, then a day after. So you have from 10th to 16th of June, you have to stay away from knacking if you want to prevent pregnancy. Because it's assumed that you are fertile from 10th of June to 16th of June. These are called your fertile window, from 10th to 16th. Remember, your fertile window is 5 days before your ovulation date. The day of your ovulation, making it 6 days, and a day after, making it 7 days. Do you understand? Ask your question in the comment section. Thank you.